To take pleasure in a world filled with many kinds of beauty is a joy in life to which all women are entitled. To support only one kind of beauty is to be somehow unobservant of nature. There cannot be only one kind of songbird, only one kind of pine tree, only one kind of wolf. There cannot be one kind of baby, one kind of man, or one kind of woman. There cannot be one kind of breast, one kind of waist, one kind of skin. To make destructive and exclusionary judgments about a woman's inherited form robs her of several critical and precious psychological and spiritual treasures. It robs her of pride in the body type that was given to her by her own ancestral lines. If she is taught to revile this body inheritance, she is immediately slashed away from her female body identity with the rest of the family. If she is taught to hate her own body, how can she love her mother's body that has the same configuration as hers, her grandmother's body, the bodies of her daughters as well? How can she love the bodies of other women and men who have inherited the body shapes and configurations of their ancestors? To attack a woman thusly destroys her rightful pride of affiliation with her own people and robs her of the natural lilt she feels in her body, no matter what height, size, shape she is. In essence, the attack on women's bodies is a far-reaching attack on the ones who have gone before her, as well as the ones who will come after her. Instead, harsh judgments about body acceptability create a nation of hunched-over tall girls, short women on stilts, women of size dressed as though in mourning, very slender women trying to puff themselves out like adders, and various other women in hiding. Destroying a woman's instinctive affiliation with her natural body cheats her of confidence. It causes her to perseverate about whether she is a good person or not, and bases her self-worth on how she looks instead of who she is. It pressures her to use up her energy worrying about how much food she consumes, or the readings on the scale and tape measure. It keeps her preoccupied, colors everything she does, plans, and anticipates. It is unthinkable in the instinctive world that a woman should live preoccupied by appearance this way. This encouragement to begin trying to carve her body is remarkably similar to the carving, burning, peeling off layers, and stripping down to the bones the flesh of the earth itself. Where there is a wound on the psyches and bodies of women, there is a corresponding wound at the same site in the culture itself, and finally on nature herself. It is not amazing that in our culture there is an issue about carving up a woman's natural body, that there is a corresponding issue about carving up the landscape, and yet another about carving up the culture into fashionable parts as well. Although a woman may not be able to stop the dissection of culture and lands overnight, she can stop doing so to her own body. The wild nature would never advocate the torture of the body, culture, or land. The wild nature would never agree to flog the form in order to prove worth, prove control, prove character, be more visually pleasing, more financially valuable. A woman cannot make the culture more aware by saying, change, but she can change her own attitude towards herself, thereby causing devaluing projections to glance off. She does this by taking back her body, by not forsaking the joy of her natural body, by not purchasing the popular illusion that happiness is only bestowed on those of a certain configuration or age, by not waiting or holding back to do anything, and by taking back her real life and living it full bore. All stops out. This dynamic self-acceptance and self-esteem are what begins to change the attitudes in the culture. I choose right now, in this present moment, to release all of the negative programming I have held on to for so long as it relates to my body, my beauty standards, and what justifies my self-love. I release the need for external validation. I release the critical eye I once held. I release all negative thoughts or beliefs around my body in its entirety. I release the pressure to look a certain way. I release all self-harming thoughts that tell me I am not enough, because I am. My body is perfect, in all its forms. My body is strong and resilient. My body is my ally. My body is not an apology. My body is a vessel for my enchanting soul. My body is healthy and fit. My body is deserving of love. My body is here to help me, not hurt me. My body is only one part of me. My body is naturally flawless. My body is a miracle. My body is full of life force energy. My body is a healer. My body is full of ancestral wisdom. My body is worthy of loving words, nourishment, and adoration. My body is worthy of love and respect. My body is divine in every crevice. My body is a home for love and ease. I am making space to honor and connect with my body. I am open to the information my body has for me. I am releasing any stuck energy from my body. I am grateful for every part of my body. My body deserves love. I am perfect, whole, and complete just as I am. I feed my body nourishing food and exercise because it deserves to be taken care of. I trust the wisdom of my body. My body is unique and doesn't need to look like anyone else's. I do not need to change my body. My body is my home. I will build it up, not tear it down. I unconditionally love and accept myself. I am grateful to be here in this body. My body shape is not my identity. I choose healing over self-criticism and harmful thoughts. I am a goddess. I am divine. I am utterly beautiful and perfect in this body, and it is mine and only mine. I am proud of my body. I love my body with all of my heart. Take a deep breath and allow these healing words to settle and ripple within you. You can always return and anchor into this message no matter where you are, no matter how you are. Remember that the journey to self-love takes one step at a time. And today you took a loving, gentle step towards loving your body, providing a space for it to feel safe. Take a moment to thank your body for showing up for you today, for showing up in all of the ways that we do see and those that we do not. Being grateful for every cell, every breath, every crevice, its presence, and knowing that this source of love is all that we need. Thank you for joining me for this evening read. I hope that these words are healing and loving and create more spaciousness and expansiveness within you. I love you, and I'll see you next time.